Welcome to the Church Growth Systems podcast, helping churches reach more people online with clear strategy, strong leadership, and sustainable systems. If a church only has time to focus on one digital marketing platform, which should it be, and why?
If a church only has time to focus on one digital marketing platform, what should it be and why? I would say you want to make sure you have a website. You want to make sure that your church has a website. Now, don't get me wrong, social media is good. All those different platforms are good, but that's rented space. You want to have a website because that's space that you own. Not only that, you can say whatever you want on your website. See, there's no limit. Of course, with social media, you might be limited with different things, but a website, you can say whatever you want. Not only that, it's your own space. I like to look at it like this. Social media is like a rented hotel. Your website is your own house. That's digital real estate that you own. And you rank in Google for your website. So I would say, if you can focus on one platform, what should it be? Make sure your church has a website.
What is the biggest mistake churches make when trying to grow online?
What is the biggest mistake churches make when trying to grow online? I think it's not having a website. Not having a website, because here's the deal. When you have a website, you can add a blog to your website. And when you add a blog to your website, that gives you the opportunity to be able to show up in Google for certain keywords that people type in Google, such as how to find a church, how to find a church near me. So there's different keywords that people type in Google. Now, when you have a website, you can add a blog to that. And when you add a blog, you could optimize each blog for a different keyword that someone types in Google. So that's one of the biggest mistakes that I see is churches, they might even have a website, but if they don't have a blog on their website, then that's one of the biggest mistakes I see, not having a blog on your website.
How can a small church with limited budget create a digital strategy that actually works?
Well, nowadays you can get your own domain name, right? I mean, of course, social media is free, but for digital real estate, you can get your own domain name, say theonfirechurch.com, for $20 a year. Okay, and you get your web hosting. You could probably get some hosting for $3 or $4 a month. So that's, you multiply 3 times 12, like 36. So that's maybe $50 a year that you could have your own website and your own domain. And after that, you just take someone to manage the website, to keep it updated, which, you know, there's tons of resources out there on how to do that. So if I could say anything, I would make sure that if you have a church, make sure you have a website. And on that website, you want to add a blog. And this is the way I like to look at it. Social media is your fishing line. Your website is the net. You cast lines on the social media, trying to reach people, trying to connect with people. And once you connect with them, you want to lead them to your website, which is your net. That's where you can get their name, email, and all kinds of different information. Then you can add them to your email list, and you can connect with them whenever you want. All right? So that will be my answer to how can a small church with a limited budget create a digital strategy that actually works.
That is a very good answer. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, that is another segment of the Church Growth Systems podcast. If you have questions, please post them in the comment section. If this episode has given you any value, please do us a favor, like, share, subscribe, and follow. God bless you.